Hello everyone, my name is Rafael Valendes Nathaniel, Willa student number 096. So today I will present about American architecture and transportation. So the United States is a country whose development can be clearly seen through its building and its transportation system. Architecture show how American society evolved over time, while transportation reflect how the country connects people, cities, and economic activity. Through this presentation, I will explore how architecture developed from the colonial era until modern times, and how transportation became one of the strongest systems in the world, along with the challenge it faces today. So the first one is colonial architecture. American architecture began with the arrival of European settlers. One of the earliest styles was American colonial architecture, which appeared around 1720 to 1780. These houses were simple and practical, usually had a symmetrical front, rectangular shape, two stories, a step roof, and very little decoration. Materials such as wood, clapboard, and shingles were commonly used, and many homes had a large central chimney. Different colonial powers create different architectural identities. Dutch colonial houses were developed around the 16th in the New York and New Jersey. They are easily recognized by their gable roof, white eaves, stone or brick walls, and Dutch doors that open into parts. English colonial houses, found mostly in New England, continue the same idea of the symmetry and simplicity, with saltbox roof and minimal ornamentation. Then came the Georgian colonial style in 70s. This style represents growing ambition and wealth in America. Georgian houses were more elegant, with balanced facades, decorative door crowns, tall chimney, and formal room layouts. In the southern region, climate strongly influenced design. French colonial houses feature wide porch galleries, timber frames, French doors, and heat roof that protect the house from heat and rain. Meanwhile, Spanish colonial architecture in places like Florida and California used thick walls, small windows, and flat roofs to keep buildings cool. So the next one is Gothic and neoclassical influence. In the 80s, new European influence arrived. The Gothic revival style brought medieval features such as pointed arch, stained glass, towers, and steep roof. This style was often connected to churches, universities, and government buildings. Later, American architecture moved toward the elegance of classical Greece and Rome through neoclassical architecture, including the Federal style and Jeffersonian style. Thomas Jefferson strongly influenced this era by promoting classical columns, domes, and balanced layout. Famous examples include Monticello Poplar Forest and the White House. Next one is the 9th century expansion. As American Spanish architecture became more decorative, the Italian style in the mid-18th introduced tall windows, decorative brackets, and elegant cornices. Then came the Victorian era, which included many sub-styles like Second Empire, Queen Anne, Stick style, and Folk Victorian. These buildings were colorful, complex, and highly ornamental, reflecting the industrial growth and optimism of the time. At the turn of the 20th century, the colonial revival and Beaux Arts style emerged. Beaux Arts architecture especially symbolized power and prestige, with massive buildings, symmetric grand staircases, decoration, and monumental space. Next one is modern America and skyscraper. The early 20th century marked the rise of the modern architecture, styles such as bungalows and Paris style, pioneered by Frank Lloyd Wright, emphasized simplicity, horizontal lines, and harmony with nature. At the same time, America became the birthplace of the modern skyscraper. Cities like Chicago pioneered steel frame construction, leading to iconic buildings such as the Empire State Building, Chrysler's Building, and Willis Tower. This skyscraper became symbol of the American ambition, innovation, and economic power. The next one is transportation in America. Architecture tells America's stories, but transportation is what moves it. U.S. transportation system is organized into three levels: first one is federal, second one is state, and the third one is local. U.S. Department of Transportation oversees national policy, while state and city government manage daily operation. The main mode of transportation include one in highway, especially the interstate highway system built in 1956, which connect the nation and boost economic growth. Second one is railways, including the freight companies like Union Pacific and passenger service such as Amtrak, connecting major cities. Third one is airways, with the major hubs like Atlanta, LAX, Chicago here, supporting business and tourism. The fourth one is waterways. It's like Los Angeles, New York, and Houston, driving the international trade. The last one is public transportation, including subway, buses, and light rail system. So the New York subway alone carries over 3.4 million passengers per day, while systems like the Tokyo Metro show how much more efficient mass transit can be when properly funded and planned. Next one is what is the challenge and the social impact. So despite its size, the American transportation system faces serious problems. America is extremely car dependent. Public transportation is often underfunded, leading to the poor service, few riders, and even less funding. So it's creating a negative cycle. This has a strong social consequence. Communities without good transit become isolated from jobs and education. Walkable neighborhoods disappear. Long commutes dominate daily life. Even children grow up in an environment where walking is unsafe. So, what is the innovation and the future? To solve these issues, America is now investing in green transportation, electric vehicle, intelligent transportation system, and ride-sharing technologies. This innovation aims to reduce pollution, improve efficiency, and create more sustainable cities. So, for the conclusion, American architecture and transportation together reveal the story of a nation that is constantly evolving. From simple colonial homes to massive skyscrapers, from dirt roads to advanced transit systems. So, America's development reflects its ambition, challenge, and future direction. So that's all from me. Thank you for listening.